Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyanI, that's IRYENI, and then you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 190 now, guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out, and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. But like always, before we jump into them, I want to remind you guys that I'm partnered with GamerSupps, which in my opinion is the best energy drink on the market. Now, I myself used to drink unhealthy gas station energy drinks, but switched whenever I heard about GamerSupps being the healthier choice and alternative. Since then, I've been drinking it regularly, so I reached out and got in contact with them so that we could show you guys the drink and you can try it free if you'd like. If you use my link in the code found in the description, which is RTD, you can get a 10% discount on all their drinks. And if you do end up trying it, definitely let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Now we can jump into this week's mods, and starting us off we have the Better Descriptions mod. Now the mod page reads that this mod adds on-screen information and more precise names to various objects, containers, clutter, and miscellaneous items and activators. What it covers is the shrines and blessings, so it covers the Shrine of Ariel from the Dawnguard DLC and all of the other shrines in the game. Basically it just gives you more info on what you're going to be doing whenever you activate the shrine, and this is also along the same lines whenever it comes to barrels and urns. Now you have a clue about what's inside the barrels, and now it'll say like fish barrel, food barrel, common and uncommon alchemical ingredient barrels, and you also have ash yams and food urns to find in Soul Slime, and burial urns that you find inside of Nordic Ruins will now either have small or large, rather than the generic urn or burial urn items from Vanilla Skyrim. This also does the same thing with furniture. Now there's 3 different furniture quality types, that being common, upper class, and noble. And now for corpses, it renames the Dragger corpses to Dragger Corpse or Wrapped Dragger Corpse, and there's now a 3rd type you need to discover yourself. They also changed the names to a lot of the chests in the game, so now dungeon boss chests are named treasure chests, and they now have names according to their origin and architecture. Bandit chests are now rusty chests, and same with skill books and quest starting books as well as map marker books, they're now displayed differently as well. They add the skill names to each book so you know which skill will be upgraded simply by looking at the book. All of the skill books are properly numbered, so it can be helpful whenever you're going for the full collection, and the books that trigger quests now have more precise names that mention the quest, and the same thing for books that add map markers. These same rules also apply to bounty notes, coin purses, display cases, thrones, gates, and doors, and several other aspects in the game that you normally wouldn't see altered. Now this is a very small mod and it makes very minimal changes to the game, and it comes in at 2.22 megabytes, but I feel as though it's very useful in making it so that everything in the world feels a lot more unique. There's also some very useful add-ons to add along with this mod, such as the vanilla spell tomes that you can add alongside this, which makes it so that whenever you find a spell tome or you're going to buy a spell tome, it'll actually say what class it's for, you know, what type of skill you'll need, and all of the information that you'll need before actually picking up the spell tome in question. This just eliminates a lot of the confusion that can come from the very vague menus that are in the vanilla game of Skyrim, and I think it's a perfect addition to any load order that you may have, and that's why it's featured here at a number 5 spot, so I strongly recommend downloading the Better Descriptions mod. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Extended Encounters mod. Now the mod page reads that Extended Encounters is a simple mod that adds to the pool of random roadside, wilderness, and location encounters in a way that makes the world seem a bit more dynamic and alive without negatively affecting game performance or bloating your save file. You'll see mercenaries out in the world doing their job, adventurers traveling into dungeons, guards cleaning up bandit camps, and so on. You'll see new visitors at settlements, towns, and cities from time to time, and NPCs also may devote their time to regular routines, and they'll visit several locations throughout Skyrim. Now basically what that means is whenever you're doing your regular questing and just exploring the world of Skyrim, you have a higher chance of encountering people doing their regular job activities. You know, like I said, there's adventurers traveling into dungeons, random armored people that you'll find on the roads that you can talk to, and so many interesting and unique things that you may not get if you just fast traveled everywhere. I also felt that it was extremely useful to combine this with other altering mods that do the same thing, such as IA92's Warzone, that also adds more encounters and people to the world to find. So if you had extended encounters and IA92's Warzone, you have an entire populated world in Skyrim to see whenever you're just out and about doing your random questing. There's so many new people to meet and encounters to face that it'll never get boring to you, and it'll always feel like a unique encounter, and that's definitely why it's featured here at our number 4 spot, so I strongly recommend downloading the Extended Encounters mod. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Silver Weapons Revamped mod. Now this mod adds 6 silver weapons and 2 silver shields in the game. They use assets from the mods such as Witcher's Silver Sword, the Real Silver Swords mod, Silver Sword of the Dragon Blood one-handed and two-handed, as well as the Silver Shield of the Dragon Blood. The weapons included in this mod are standalone, which means that no other items will be overwritten, and the meshes are optimized with a 2K texture. All of these silver weapons are especially effective against undead, and the steel smithing perk is needed to craft them. These weapons can be crafted and tempered with, and in addition, the recipes for normal silver swords and silver greatswords have been added as well, and it's recommended to have Cardafel's Quality Cube Maps mod alongside with this mod, so that you really have a shine and reflection effect. That effect is exactly what you're seeing as I'm showcasing these badass looking swords here, and this would make for a perfect character no matter what type of load order you were going for. You know, I'd probably recommend this for someone who's going for a one-handed or maybe two-handed build, or maybe a big heavy armor build, but these are also Witcher weapons, so if you want to go light armor, you can do that too. So no matter your playstyle with swords, the Silver Weapons Revamped mod is definitely a mod that's perfect for any type of warrior character that you may have, and that's definitely why it's featured here at our number 3 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it and giving it a try for yourself. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have one of the most unique looking overhauls for Morthal that I've seen in a very long time, and that's the Redbag's Morthal mod. This mod features 5 new houses, 15 new citizens, some main gates, walls, and 3 new guard towers, as well as a burnt house that becomes restored after completing the main quest of Morthal. This mod isn't compatible with anything that changes Morthal or its surrounding cells, and there's brand new interiors made by this mod, so it's also recommended to not use any interior Morthal changing mods. And like I said, this is definitely the most unique looking Morthal that I've ever seen, so let's take a look around the place. Now as you can see, the mod creator went above and beyond in order to make Morthal a very unique looking city, and I do feel as though that was very much needed, because in my entire playthrough throughout Skyrim and the 1,000 hours that I've put into this game, I feel as though I haven't really traveled to Morthal that often. It doesn't really feel like a unique city in any means, and it just feels like it was a pretty boring city and there wasn't really much going on, and it didn't really look that different from any other area in the game, but now that's completely changed. This is a complete remaster of Morthal that looks amazing and blows my expectations out of the water. So if I am going to be making a graphical load order, I'm definitely going to be including Redbag's Morthal in that list, because I haven't really seen many other Morthal overhauls that go above and beyond like this and add so many new unique textures that this would just fit perfectly in a graphical load order, and that's definitely why it's featured here at our number 2 spot, so I strongly recommend downloading Redbag's Morthal mod. Coming in at our number 1 spot, you guys probably saw this coming, but I just love the Redbags mod so much, and we're moving on to Solitude, which now has a huge Solitude overhaul. This includes 20 new houses, 11 which are in the city and 9 are in the docks, 59 new citizens to meet and talk to, there's a revamped tunnel entrance, 1 new entrance to the city, as well as new overhauled walls and exterior audio spaces. And the mod creator also left a little note that describes his inspiration for this mod, and it says that long before Skyrim was released, I used to look at the maps of Tamriel and wonder what could this northernmost city look like. I imagined a truly special city. but after discovering it, I was left with mixed feelings. The position of the cliff is epic, but I can't really feel it when I'm inside the city. The entire city is basically one long street, and there are disproportionately big empty spaces in its center, and the docks are almost non-existent. This is where the mod creator aimed to change that by adding all of these new features and completely remastering Solitude so that it truly feels like the grand capital of Skyrim. So if you're looking to enhance your Solitude even more, and if you followed last week's episode where we covered Solitude's interiors, Redbag Solitude actually doesn't touch any of the interiors. So you can actually use Solitude's interiors mod that we covered last week with this mod and have a completely overhauled and remastered Solitude from the get-go. I love to see city overhauls like this and just the mod creator's thought process and their creative process in putting it all together and making it all work. It's just a perfect thing to see whenever it comes together at the end and looks absolutely beautiful, and that's exactly what Redbag Solitude does here, and that's why it's featured here at our #1 spot. So I'd strongly recommend downloading Redbag Solitude mod. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.